a surprise anniversary trip to paradise.
Ow. Hey, Epsilon! It has been too long, my friend. Although it probably hasn't. Feels like it's been a long time. Anyway, hello! Something truly amazing. What is it? His throat sounds froggy. It's like he's dying from like a cold. Oh my god, that's amazing. Epsilon, that's great. Thank you. Alright. Hello to anyone watching. Welcome back to Wolfenstein, the new Colossus. I am alone today in the voice chat. At least so far, Taro and Latios have not shown up. Yet. They might show up, I don't know. But we are actually coming up on the end of Wolfenstein 2. Sort of. There's still a bunch of like side missions that we can do. But we are near the end of the game, story-wise. So, last time we went to Venus. I kicked Hitler. I mean Adolf. Can't say that. Can't say his last name. Uh-oh. I kicked Adolf. Angry Mustache Man. Tore apart the Venus base. There's something else that's actually impressive. I mean, hearing Jotaro sound like he was dying from a cold was impressive in and of itself. We got the Odin codes to find Frau Engel's ship in order to take the fight to her.
He forgot to take brain medication pills, and now he's nothing.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We were also chasing after some crazy dude. We're doing a few side things here in the ship. Oh wait. That's Lisa's voice actress, right? I'm gonna fast forward a bit. Not too bad.
Don't you realize I need it for myself? Why?
Hello.
Oh Jesus! Hello.
Spooked you again, didn't I?
Yep. Whew. Sorry, I was like. Meanwhile, Dio has been on some crack lately. What the hell do you mean, Epsilon? I was doing a mission in Wolfenstein, the one I was doing before, where I was going through the ship trying to avoid these freaking microwave things in order to help a guy named Stubbins. Because he was off his crazy meds.
Thank you, Mr. Captain. I will take care for Mr. Stubbins now.
Okie dokie then.
Sent yet again. Alright.
Oh yeah, number one right here. You got a cock in my butt.
Nope.
I will say this much. For the Digimon keeper of the Book of All Things that ultimately ran away, that motivation is simply omniscience is boring.
Yes, I know everything. Guess what? It gets boring after a few minutes.
Sorry.
Yeah, sure, it's cool for like the first minute and a half. But once you go through everything you already know and realize there's nothing left to learn,
right? I haven't seen Fergus's here or anywhere.
When you realize
when you can time with pinpoint accuracy when the person next to you is going to sneeze,
when you have already figured out what the next 50 seasons of Kamen Rider are going to be, it gets a little boring.
yeah, what about Kamen Rider? Oh, hi, the protagonist doesn't die.
When you know how the next 50 seasons are going to play out, what motifs they're going to have, what characters are going to be, what villains are going to be there, it all kind of just becomes kind of boring.
Including how the fans react to each and every character in episode.
Yeah. Spoilers, American fans are still kind of assholes.
And that's why Razielmon decided to book it.
I know he had some kind of fight with Maria in front of her cell. Yes, that's all I know.
Simply put, knowing everything is boring as hell.
So as you can see on the murder board, we have killed quite a number of the Uber commanders. What's your idea, Epsilon? Let me just see here how many. I got 3 Enigma codes,
Your own Pokemon region. Okay.
and I cannot get any new locations. That is unfortunate.
So Epsilon wants to make their own Pokemon region.
I say go for it.
And I say good luck, because that's going to take a lot of work, and for as good of an idea as it is, be prepared to like buckle down and be there for the long run, because woof. I've actually done that. All records of its existence have been erased, thankfully, but believe me, I know it takes a lot of work to build a world. I've also seen some crimson tinted crash and burn failures therein.
Alright, I'm gonna do one Uber Commander mission. See if I can't find an upgrade. Because my source of information is currently... There it is. It wasn't working. And I figured out what the problem was. The stupid pop-up that took like 5 hours to show up. Obviously not 5 hours, but let's see.
So while I was browsing Facebook earlier, I found this post that goes, pick a superpower. The first person to reply can choose a side effect.
Oh.
So I decided to have the power to have no powers. I think I'm doing it wrong. Someone said, yeah, super speed and super healing. And the side effect was, but only while you're asleep.
Oh no.
Yeah, there was lots of stuff like that in the comments there. Adaptation, but every time you gain something, you lose something else. You got bulletproof skin, but now you've lost all your hair. You adapted to breathe water, but now you've lost your voice because your new gills have mangled your vocal cords something fierce. Mind control! But every time you do this, you lose part of your memory, so if you use this power enough times, you'll forget you even had it.
Yeah. Reminds me of Commodore Xeranos. His quote-unquote final form. So Xeranos' power set was different from the primary writer Deno. Whereas Deno's power was used like 4 of the shows like Monsters of the Week to like gain like forms and powers. Xeranos used these cards that turned out to be memories of his future self. The Xeranos turned out to be the main character's brother-in-law, but from the past, before he ever met the main character's sister. Time travel, it's weird. But every time he transformed, the cards he used, like, they were one and done. He only had like a set lit. He only had like a certain amount of cards before they were all gone. And by using them, people would start to forget about his future self. And then came his final form, where instead of the usual green and yellow cards, he got red and yellow cards. Want to guess what the red cards are fueled off of?
Oh no.
Memories of him, his current self. The more he uses these cards, the more people start to forget him. And as evidenced by his future self, once he runs out of those cards, he's going to disappear.
Getting flashback to the Betsumon episode of Ghost Game.
Yep. I love that none of these Wolfenstein guides tell you where to find the fucking upgrade kits.
Blazkowicz, Uber Commander Albert Groza has been sent in to salvage parts from that big-ass battle robot you fucked up. Track Groza down and put the hurt on him. Grace out.
Oh.
In more positive news, I managed to find the bits of my 1/100 gun ease that I ended up losing a few weeks ago. So I've got the beam shield back together.
Nice. So, the Summer Games Festival happened. I mean, it's still happening, but I mean, like, yesterday was like the first day of it. We got new games announced. We've got more information on games that were announced at the PlayStation State of Showcase. And while we didn't get to see like gameplay of Alan Wake 2, we did. My gag reflex was starting to act up. Weird. We got more story information about Alan Wake.
Nice.
Apparently, you will be playing as two different characters. I can't remember the name of the one character, but you will be playing as Alan Wake again. The new character you're playing as is an FBI agent investigating a series of serial murders in Bright Falls. And her partner is Alex Casey, who is also played by Sam Lake, the game's writer. Now, Alex Casey, you have no idea who that is, do you?
Nope.
Good, because I get to explain Alex Casey. Alex Casey is a complicated individual because he is not real. He was a fictional character created by Alan Wake. as part of his book series, as a part of a series of books he made before the events of the first game.
A fictional character made by a fictional character. He is fiction cubed.
And the thing with Casey is that Alan Wake ended the Alex Casey series of books by killing off the character, because in his mind it was the most logical step for Casey's character, and he wanted to move on and write something new. And then he got writer's block for a good couple years, and it became so bad that his wife had tried to get him in to see a therapist that specializes in writers. Hence the beginning of Alan Wake.
Getting some weird sense of deja vu with that.
Because
I've seen this before.
You've probably seen me play it before, or have heard me talk about it.
No, I mean the concept of a writer killing off a character because they felt it was best for the character and ultimately getting stuck.
Ah. Well,
For some reason, I want to say Sherlock Holmes.
So when Alan ended up trapped in the dark place, as it's called. Nice. Ooh, sweet. And he also says that famous line from the end of the game, "It's not a lake, it's an ocean." He spends the next several years trying to write out his own escape. And it doesn't go so well, considering the events of Alan Wake happened 13 years ago. And these games follow the idea that they take place in the year they were released in.
Oh, so they release in real time, happen in real time.
Yes. So Alan's been trapped trying to write his own escape for 13 years. Leaving behind his best friend and his wife. Unintentionally, of course, but at the time it was the only way to save them and everyone else from the darkness. But at one point, the Federal Bureau of Control from the video game Control, also written by Sam Lake and developed by Remedy Games, which is set in the same world as Alan Wake. The Federal Bureau of Control received a visit from an FBI agent asking about Alan Wake. What was the name of this agent? Alex Casey. And even the Federal Bureau of Control officers, I guess, whatever the hell they're called, even they knew something wasn't right, because they knew Alex Casey was a fictional character, and yet here he was asking them about the man who wrote him. Bonger? Yes. And now, all of a sudden, in Alan Wake 2, you have the new character whose partner is FBI Special Agent Alex Casey. So that's happening.
Weird.
Yeah. Alan Wake is known for being fucking weird, man. But the good kind of weird.
Like the kind that gets you thinking.
Yup. one of my favorite things about Alan Wake is like all the theories and ideas that people had like when the game came out and like the years between then and now. Like there were a lot of theories that Alan Wake himself, like the character, was a fictional character brought to life by a poet named Thomas Zane, who appears throughout or sporadically throughout Alan Wake. Because there's a scene, there's a flashback where Alan's New York apartment has a blackout, and his wife, who has the fear of the dark, like he uses this old device called the clicker to try and like cheer her up, and said that it was something his mom gave him, telling him that it was a gift from his father that he never knew, and that if he turned it on, a magic light would appear and scare away all the monsters in the dark. Cut to nearly 30 years later, I mean from when he first got the clicker, and I think it's like 2, maybe 3 years after when he first showed it to his wife. He's in the well-lit room, which contains the one weapon that could defeat the darkness. He opens up the shoebox that it is contained in, and it's the very same clicker that he was given as a child.
Huh.
Yeah. So that sparked all sorts of theories. Like, is Alan even real? Was he created by Thomas? Is Thomas his biological father? Like, what the fuck? But as much as I would love to keep talking about Alan Wake, there is other shit that showed up at the Summer Games Festival.
I'd love to hear if Spider-Man got a showcase.
Okay, so we got nothing new in terms of gameplay or video, but we do have a release date.
Ooh.
October 20th this year.
I'm guessing PS5 exclusive.
Yes.
Damn.
It comes out 2 days before my birthday, though. Also, we did get some like key art. We got a look at the box art. Some key art. In fact, let me.
I'm gonna bring us back to the design of that symbiote suit for a second and just say, in my opinion, any future film adaptations of that suit should look something like that. The different textures, the armor plating on the outside, and the kind of gooey, almost fleshy inner part to make it look more like than, to prevent the problem that occurred when they tried a more comic accurate suit for Spider-Man 3 and ultimately decided, no, let's do the recolor instead. Because, yeah, in the development of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3, they did originally try a more comic book accurate black suit. But the materials they had to work with at the time made it look like it came from some kind of knockoff parody as opposed to an actual big budget Spidey film. So they changed it to the black suit we know from the film.
Okay, let me see if I can find a good picture of. That's about as good as I'm gonna get, but that's the box art.
Nice.
I love the little detail of Miles with like activating his powers.
I love the fact that Peter's got black webbing in the shot.
Yeah, you can see the symbiote on his arm. Here is some art of Kraven. There was a really good piece of art. Ah, here it is. Of Peter and Miles fighting Venom. Like, I don't know if you can see this all too well.
I can see some of it.
Oh, that's just terrible. But
Like, I can see enough to get the point.
I just don't. Oh, okay. Here's a bigger version of it. But yeah, they're fighting in the rain. It looks so fucking cool.
I'm calling it now because of the way things have been set up. Venom's gonna be Harry Osborn, despite the fact that we already have hints that Eddie Brock exists in this timeline.
So when they talked about the game, at Summer Game Fest, the guy that was the guy from Insomniac that was talking about the game said that it's not Eddie Brock.
Like, I remember getting the card from the Daily Bugle in the first
Well,
Spidey game, and one of the signatures was Eddie Brock, basically stating that he does exist in this timeline.
yeah,
Too bad he's never gonna be Venom.
yeah. Like they want to do their own thing with this. They want to like they're still gonna make Venom Venom. He's still integral to Peter's story, but I think in this case they're going to make it much more personal by having it be uh Harry. But we got pre-order bonuses as well. If you
Looks like
pre
a couple of Assassin's Creed style Spidey suits too.
Yeah, if you pre-order the game, you get 2 early unlock suits: the Arachnite suit for Peter and the Shadow Spider suit for Miles, as well as 3 color variants for the 2. You get a web grabber gadget and 3 skill points. So kind of similar to previous pre-order bonuses in the past. But
Like, I did call it an Assassin's Creed thing, but like I did get Moon Knight vibes off of Arachnite there.
the digital deluxe version comes with 10 unique suits for Peter and Miles, 5 each. The tactical suit, Arrantia suit, 25th century suit, Stone Monkey suit, apocalyptic suit for Peter. For Miles, we have the Azamat suit, Red Spectre suit, Encoded suit, Biomechanical suit, and the Tokusatsu suit!
I mean, after we had Arachnid Rider in the first game, there had to be another one somewhere.
Yes. I am so excited. Also, they did hint at there being more villains than what we saw in the um showcase.
The last thing I'm gonna ask you to click is like, get us a good shot of that black suit again. I just want to get one last good look at it. Okay, never mind.
Oh, sorry. I am trying to find a
Like
better.
I was a bit too slow.
Oh. Okay. I got a picture of him up here. If it's
Like, it does look really friggin' good.
it does.
First off, I love how the eyepieces actually seem to be bulging off the mask in this shot.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, and I cannot state this enough, I love the layered effect they have with this suit. First off, and I can't believe I have to mention this, the spider logo actually connects front and back. You'd be surprised how many modern interpretations of the black suit don't do that. Because, like, I love the way it does that, because it looks almost like a rib cage.
Yeah. Also, I love the texture on the suit because, like,
It looks all goopy and disgusting underneath the armor plates, and the armor plates kind of remind me of, like, a spider's exoskeleton.
and there's a slight reflection on them too. I mean,
This suit is gorgeous.
not so much you can make anything out, but like there's enough like light coming like hitting it that you can see sort of like a weird goopy reflection.
It's almost like a kind of glow effect.
Yeah.
Like, I keep saying this suit is beautiful.
And they mentioned they mentioned during the Summer Game Fest that yeah, playing with this suit is gonna be a fucking blast.
I'm kind of hoping they did one thing, like they take one cue from the PlayStation 2 Spider-Man 3 game way back in the day. The version we got for PS2 and Wii had you able to switch back and forth between the black and the red suits, but the more you use the black suit throughout the game, the harder it was to take off.
So I doubt they'll do that as a game mechanic, but it will most definitely be a story mechanic.
And the thing is, the way they did it in those games, they made you want to use the black suit more, because when you had the black suit on, all of your powers were unlocked at once. Whereas if you were using exclusively the red suit, you'd have to earn skill points to manually unlock them.
Right. I vaguely remember that. But yeah, there was like outside of like the release date, the pre-orders, and what they said on stage. There's like nothing. There's nothing new in terms of like footage or anything. Um, Again, they did hint that there's gonna be more villains than just what we saw in the showcase. There are gonna be more characters. Peter and Miles may not be the only ones that Craven is hunting, as shown in the showcase where it showed a bunch of different people in New York that Craven could hunt.
Besides the fact that he was already after the lizard.
Yeah. Also, the map. I completely forgot about this. The map has been doubled in size.
Oh my god.
Because now they've added Queens and Brooklyn.
Stomping grounds of Peter and Miles, respectively. Yay.
Mm-hmm. So, the game is going to be twice as big. That's going to be great. I am really looking forward to Easter eggs, secrets. Like, I don't know how...
It's kind of a long shot, but I figure I might as well ask. Did they mention anything for the new Transformers game that's in the works?
I didn't see anything.
Because, like, I was hoping for some news on Transformers Reactivate, but
But then again, it is only day one. So there might be something later down later on.
So the last I heard from the game was that they were doing a Destiny-style customization thing. You were playing a Create-A-Bot.
Yes! Fuck yes!
You could side with either Autobots or Decepticons, but you're effectively still all in the same faction, as you are attempting to resist the invasion of the Quintessons.
I could make Breakback.
Thank you, Blazkowicz. I'll let Horton
You very
know
well
you're still
could.
looking out for New Orleans. Race out.
Wait, wasn't one of Max's toys supposed to be here?
forget if they said it was going to be powered by the Unity engine or not. Like, I remember they mentioned something about the engine running the game, but I can't remember which one they said. Everything in the back of my mind is saying Unity something. But I don't know if that's right. Either way, I'm still psyched for this game, even if I more than likely won't be able to play it.
I'm excited too, man. Like, create a bot. Let's fucking go. I'm trying to think of what else was announced or talked about. Let me.
But yeah, going back to what I was saying while you're doing that, we had a confirmation that the alien species that invaded and interrupted the war and basically threw the Earth into post-apocalypse mode was indeed the Quintessons. So I kind of called that. There are some people who are openly annoyed by this, saying they were hoping for a new, unique invading alien species instead of just relying on old five-faced squids again. I tell them it's actually a safer bet to use the five-faced tentacle slime of the galaxy because, well, they're established.
All right. So other announcements. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will be released in early 2024. There was also a bunch of other FF stuff that was announced, including an MMO, like a FF7 MMO, which I don't understand.
I'm curious how they pulled that off.
Sonic is back with a new 2D side scroller, Sonic Superstars, which is actually, it's actually like, it is 2D, but it is like 3D. Like the character models are 3D, but
I call that stuff like 2.5D.
okay,
3D models, 2D space.
yes. So from the look of the game, you can play as 4 characters: Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Amy. There is a functional multiplayer. I say functional because I remember the Sonic 2 multiplayer where you could play as Tails, but the screen only focused on Sonic. um, Also, Knack the Weasel may be in the game because he was.
Funny you mentioned the Sonic 2 multiplayer. Through Sonic Mega Collection Plus on the PS2, back when I had enough controllers to do so, my sister Rapidash and I ended up trying out that multiplayer and ultimately decided, no, single player mode or bust.
Fair enough. Um, let's see, Annapurna Interactive, which is a studio that I, a publishing studio that I love very much. They made some of my favorite games. They are going to be having their own showcase later in the month, like 20 days from now. And also, another one of Akira Toriyama's manga is being adapted into a video game. Sandland.
Better than putting up with Dr. Slump. The less I
Yeah.
have to see of RLA, the better.
This one actually looks like it'd be pretty good. Also, Nick Cage is in Dead by Daylight, which is like fucking surreal.
The man's already a live-action cartoon.
Oh, the thing I was talking about before, it seems to be a mobile game, Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. Also, Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name, aka Yakuza.
I still have to try those games. They've been on Game Pass for freaking ever.
I still need to finish 4. I was gonna do 4. I got burnout on Yakuza games. I tried it again with a friend who wanted to be there for 4, but his schedule kept pushing it off, and I was getting annoyed. And then he said, "Oh, just do it without me." And at this point, I was just like, I don't even know if I want to do it anymore. And then I tried it again, and I just was like, meh. This isn't interesting anymore. I want to get back into it, but it's like, ah. But yeah,
I alluded to this with like some toy photos before when I had the figures together, but like I genuinely don't think the iterations of Starscream would get along with each other at all.
Oh, absolutely not.
Fergus is
Like G1 and Armada are already at each other's throats.
I imagine G1 and like Prime would constantly be trying to backstab each other for the fucking throne.
I was too busy drinking.
And then there's the Marvel Comics version, which had multiple run-ins with godly power and went on multiple killing sprees. Need I even mention the Underbase? And then there's G2, where he came across another form of godly power and went on another killing spree, because G2 wasn't bleak enough.
Someone really looked at G2 and said, okay, Robot Wars, but darker.
Like, the battles were also kind of boring for a while in the G2 comics, from what I remember Linkara saying. Like, it just went down to, like, standard generic gunfights when... Look at how the Marvel G1 comics did things. Yeah, there were a few gunfights, but there was also brawls, there were sword fights, there was all kinds of combat in play here.
There was that time where Ratchet and Megatron fought on a frickin' snowy mountain.
There was that time where Ratchet and Megatron got horrifically fused into a single, horrifying entity.
We don't like to talk about that.
One that begged Optimus Prime to kill it.
Kill me! Later.
No, seriously. When Optimus encountered the thing, he actually hesitated to kill it because Ratchet was a part of it. And the fused Ratchet Megatron thing proceeded to grab the barrel of his gun and focus it again on its head.
Yeesh.
If it could be crying, it would be.
Oh my goodness. Ooh.
Like, people are going, yeah, G2 needed to be darker than the original comics. Have you seen the original comics?
That shit was dark enough! Thank you very much!
mean, yeah, for every car wash of doom, we got like 3 more darker stories. This is where the freaking wreckers began. Granted, it was the Marvel UK stuff, but it was still Marvel G1, so I'm counting it.
Yeah, the Wreckers have a
They're effectively an Autobot self-delete squad.
they are the Suicide Squad of the Transformers universe.
A band of Autobots and even sometimes Decepticons who have a penchant for her missions with like a high death rate both for themselves and everyone around them.
Every time I read the IDW Wreckers comics, I had to like take a break for a good couple weeks and just, what is my life?
Ultra Magnus and Springer are regulars on the Wreckers team.
And also, I think some of the only ones that actually survive.
And Bulkhead. Bulkhead's a more recent addition.
I know he was in the Prime version of the Wreckers. I know that.
And that's where it started.
Ah.
Basically, every iteration we've seen of Bulkhead since then has had him be associated with the Wreckers in some capacity. Like, the Legacy figure that just released like a year or two ago. That got recolored and re-released as part of an Amazon exclusive Wreckers collection.
Interesting.
Red showed it off a couple of times, but like, we've got characters from all over, including one just labeled Comics Universe. Doesn't even specify which comics. Oh, and yeah, for those of us who despise G2 and wish we could forget it, Beast Wars says no. Because we got the Vok.
Oh, or the Vok from G2?
Sort of. It's complicated.
When is it not?
So, are you familiar with an entity called the Swarm?
Yes, but from different media.
So, in G2, G-Axis shows up with his troop of next-generation Cybertronians. G-Axis had rediscovered the Cybertronian reproducing process known as budding. Yes, they literally reproduced by budding in the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out Primus made them forget how to do this for a reason. The 13 had a decent enough fragment of Primus's sparks, and when they started budding, there was a decent amount of, you know, the light of goodness in every Cybertronian they made. And every Cybertronian those Cybertronians made, slightly less, but it was still there. And then those guys budded, and the resulting offspring had slightly less of Primus's light. And so on, and so on. You see where I'm going?
Yep.
Well, if this had kept going, Primus's spark, his light of goodness, would have been completely absent. That's exactly what happened with the Swarm. The Swarm is what happens when Transformers are born with positively 0% Primus. It became a freaking cloud of just all-consuming death. It devoured everything in its path, much like a certain planet gobbler in the past. And it got Earth. It got most of Cybertron. The only way it got stopped was when Optimus willingly sacrificed himself to the swarm, letting it consume him and the Matrix of Leadership to imbue the swarm with the most powerful Optimus' essence they still had. Suddenly given the capacity for morality and sapience and just becoming an actual living thing, the swarm began to regret the destruction it caused and rebuilt as much as it could. We never find out if humanity ever recovered from this, by the way.
That's unfortunate.
But it turns out, over the eons, the swarm, now with a GUI Primus center, they evolved into what we know as the Vok.
You are fucking kidding me!
Nope. The Vok are effectively Cybertronians who evolved past Cybertronian physiology. Kraken believes that the Vok experiments on Earth were actually meant to take proto-humans from the past and use these constructs to move them into the future so they could reseed humanity after their destruction.
Ah. You know, that kind of makes sense.
Because they were able to recreate Cybertronians and the miscellaneous buildings and vehicles and the like on Earth. But again, we never see if they were capable of remaking the humans they destroyed.
Damn. I just can't top my own high score.
Red finally responded to the superpowers thing and said, "I'll keep it simple with the ability to fly." I immediately responded with, "But only backwards."
Okay, I only just barely topped my high score. And I just barely topped everyone else's. Okay.
Red accused me of being contrarian for making a joke.
Does he even understand the project? Does he even understand the assignment?
I feel like everything's
Again, my superpower was the ability to not have superpowers.
Haven't seen Fergus's ascot. Just looking.
Hang on. Wasn't even question. What you could pick one.
Okay, R. Where are you hiding?
You looking for Fergus on? I heard he had some quarrel with that beautiful French madame, Maria. How are you?
Hey, Captain Blessing.
What's up, Mr. Glasgow?
I'm not one to cry.
Didn't need to know a man's arm could just up and go missing. He the kind of thing I look out for.
Sorry, buddy. Ain't seen Fergus's
Commander Fergus is on. I know he had some kind of fight with Maria in public.
Fergus on?
Yes,
I haven't seen him for
that's all I know.
But she's stuck to be separate. So the problem with that is at some point, you've been a vampire for the last 20, 40 years. You are an adult in your head, but everyone looks at you and goes, "Oh, lady," and she's like.
Hello.
Yeah, Kraken's been going on about something.
It sounds like some kind of vampire show.
I've assigned him a superpower if nobody else figures it out. So
The power to not have any powers. My DNA is so resistant to getting superpowers I've become functionally immortal.
All right. Fergus was last seen heading for the hangar fuel depot. Maybe he left his arm there.
Perhaps you could find
That's
the time
precisely
to
what I was looking for when it came to assigning myself the power to have no powers.
A gas leak back when you first took over the U-boat. Now there is something rotting in there and we have to get rid of it. We have a serious fly infestation on our hands. You have on stricter harness, and so I speculated you could venture into Section 66G through the ventilation system and turn off the gas so that I may send a cleanup crew in there. Here, allow me to open this hatch to let you smell some
Oh.
death.
That's a lot of flies. I'm not looking forward to this.
You must fire any weapons that can cause an explosion that will lead to a significant explosion on screen.
That is one foul smell.
What the fuck was that? Ugh. Garbage, rotten food. Ugh. Whoa, shit! Thank God, using my hatchet did not spark the gas.
Can't wait to see if someone else actually figured out how to get around the power to have no powers thing. Like, Red just gave up. Called me a contrarian for it.
Did he even have a side effect?
He didn't bother.
Of course he didn't.
He told me, and I quote, "Why are you like that?"
It said, pick a power, and then it's
because I jokingly said, because I'm defective. He says, "No, you're a contrarian. You're a contrarian for not really a for going for not really a power with how much yada yada." He's basically saying the power to have no powers is a contrarian way to say I don't have powers.
Says the guy who didn't pick a side effect, thereby ignoring the entire point of the game.
Attempting to argue that the side effect for my power to not have powers effectively gives me a power, therefore I have a power, so just give up. I'm like, I am a paradox.
Yeah. I am a living contradiction.
I think I ticked him off too.
Good.
Good gracious, you made it out, Captain. I heard some awful noises and wagered there was trouble. I will make
It's
sure.
basically a
enough
let me
crew
have
knows
my
the gas
fun
has been
moment.
turned off.
The thing that gets me is the fact that he didn't even bother to pick a side effect, even though he was explicitly told to.
I mean, to be fair, you didn't engage either.
I also didn't see it.
So, let's fix that. Pick a power.
Okay. Pick a power, pick a power, pick a power. The power to copy other powers.
Your drawback is that it gives you increasingly painful headaches for each copy you make.
That sounds about right, actually. Like, I try to be all for one from My Hero Academia, but like the more powers I get, the more my head hurts until eventually.
I could have gone with the but only while you're asleep thing, which I don't know how that would work.
I don't think it would.
You're dreaming up powers?
Oh. No, I dream of some really weird things. Let's not go there.
That's kind of why I just went with the headache instead. It's simpler and easier to get behind. But yeah, to backtrack a little bit, that's basically the Vok in a nutshell. They were Cybertronians once, effectively born without the light of Primus in their sparks, caused universal apocalypses, only to be given the light of Primus by Optimus going, "Here, take this."
Here, take this, fix your shit.
And once they did, they realized, oh crap, we really screwed things up, didn't we? We gotta fix this. And over time, they evolved into skulls made of energy.
Yeah, I don't know how that one happened.
I'd seen Fergus's arm.
Evolution's funny like that.
Yeah, it is.
That's where the feet is.
You happy now, pig?
Oh, I tell you, it's gonna take some time getting used to living.
What's that?
I do enjoy the detail that all these doors are like the watertight seal kind.
Well, this is a submarine.
Since it is a submarine.
Yeah. Also, I realized I've never looked up here before. I didn't notice it, like, all these... Like... I'm assuming these are, like, like, where they put the missiles in to fire. Did not realize people were living in them.
I'm reminded of a certain Asari living in the escape pod.
More gas in the tank.
Which brings me back to Transformers when I say, yeah,
Few more
when I
subs left,
listened
then we're
to
back.
who Scott Ryder heard talking in Mass Effect Andromeda, I'm like, I could definitely see this voice coming out of Hot Rod.
Are you trying to fucking kill me?
Well, there you go. Old Horton's patented hangover blaster always delivers. Boom.
What are you lot loitering around for, huh? Haven't we got a mission briefing to attend? The party's open.
Fergus, always angry.
Sorry for going off on you about my shit the other day.
The bit where he swipes the birthday hat off.
My brothers and sisters. My brothers and sisters.
I love that he apologized to Max.
In less than 6 hours, Frau Engel is going to make a scheduled appearance on the Jimmy Carver Show, live from Hollywood, California. Now, while
I think Jimmy Carver is supposed to be like Johnny Carson or something.
We're going to infiltrate the Ausmercer, disable the Odin defense system, and hijack her ship. And then we find that bitch and we take her out. What you got?
Fergus, I decrypted the Odin codes Herr Blazkowicz brought back from Venus. Turns out it's just one simple word: Valhalla. type in Valhalla in any of the Odin terminals, and you will have permission to shut down the automated defense systems.
Well, all right. Now fuck off, Nazi. Like I was saying, we are gonna find that bitch and we are going to take her out. What?
Don't ever call me a Nazi again! I am not a Nazi! You do not have the right to label me as something I am not, as someone less than yourself, as someone less than human! Say it! Say I'm not a Nazi!
All right. Okay, I get it. You're not a Nazi.
And you! I'm in love with you. Don't you understand that, you dumb idiot? And it hurts. It hurts that you are so stupid you don't love me back. But I will dry the tears from my eyes. Get over it and move on. Because I don't need you to be happy. I will just be mentally using your body from time to time for my own personal pleasure. And there's
Okay,
nothing
didn't need to
I
say
can
that
do.
much.
Secret.
But I'm leaving, okay?
No, wait. Don't be silly.
At that point, I think she's just riding the adrenaline and doesn't know how to stop.
Also, I love the fact that Greece finally acknowledged her!
I mean, that kind of happens when you get choked out and yelled at.
All right, Sig. You're the expert here. Lay it out for us.
We have to approach fast and low. That will buy us time before we are detected by Odin's radar. Once we are directly below the Earthsmerzer, we must ascend rapidly and vertically. This will give us the greatest chance of surviving Odin's opening salvo. If we are lucky, we make it back out.
Susan Art. Hello! Thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. Free Willy? Okay. I'm doing good. Almost done with. Whoa, fuck. Almost done with.
Hold on, William.
With Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein 2, I say almost done, but I still got like a lot of the Uber Commander missions to do.
Follow your lead.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I am joined by my friend Latios.
Hello.
We're just here to make jokes. Whether or not they're good
Talk
is
about anything and everything.
yep. Whether or not they're good jokes is up to interpretation.
Finishing off my point there, like, yeah, Scott Ryder's voice is like perfect for Hot Rod, Rodimus Prime, however you choose to view the character. At the moment I knew that's the voice I'm gonna be writing with in mind for the Transformers Vito thing was when I made it to PB's loyalty mission, I believe it was, and she asked, Ryder, you're not mad, are you? And Ryder just says, mad is the shortest word for what I am right now.
To answer your question, I have what I need right now. There is stuff that I would like to get later, but I am broke. I can't really afford anything. I have like maybe 4 emotes, and that's like all I can afford.
Find a Hugen control center and shut down the port defense system. I'll stay here and try to figure out our way around this ship.
Oh, neat. Sarah, take a look.
Oh. Sure.
Sounds cool. Sure.
When I have money, I will definitely keep you in mind, because, like, having an animated intro or, like, animated outro would be great.
Give a social media account, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, just share a link.
Uh... Twitter?
Oh, I think they're asking, like, hey, share them around.
Oh.
Well, at 66% battery, I should really be going, because my phone acts weird when it gets to a certain point. And besides, I have prep for tomorrow to do, so...
Alright, man.
Goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy.
See you later, Latios. So I don't know if you want me to tell you my Twitter, or if you're going to show your Twitter. I don't know what's happening here. Yes. I don't know if you heard what I asked. Like, I don't know if you want me to share my Twitter, or if you're going to share your Twitter. I don't know how this works. call, if you want me to share mine, it is at 92. I can't do links on here, unfortunately. Or at least I haven't figured out how to. Wait, I can just go on to Twitch and then. Oh. Bear with me. Okay. It's not quite a link, but I sent you my thing on Twitter. I don't know how to do links. I'm sorry. No, wait, hold on. I've got it figured out. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, sorry. Okay, I misread that entire sentence. Okay. Let me search. not seeing you on Twitter. And I'm not seeing a, not seeing that anyone has followed me. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Alright, well, I will try and... Oh, wait. What is this? Oh, that's... Never mind. That's something else. I'll try and find your stuff later. Because I'm not seeing it at all.
I typed in your Twitter name and I got nothing. Well, that's not entirely true. I did get something, but it was that's basically an empty profile.
are offline. Get back here as soon as possible. I think I found a way to reach our other objectives. William, I need some help here. Hurry, please. programmed this to take us to the upper parts of the ship. We can reach the other O-ring control centers from up there. Hold on. I love you, William. It's on top of you! Shaft on the other side. You should be able to reach the Munin control center from there. I need you to go there and shut down the starboard defense system. I'll keep making my way to the Odin main control center. Closing in on the Odin main control center. Let's meet there once you've disabled the starboard defense system. that the starboard defense system is shut down, you can go back out to the troop deployment hall and climb up the robotic deployment arm. I'm outside the Odin main control center. Lots of activity in this place. Get here as fast as you can.
Need to find my way up topside.
Great.
Good to hear you getting close, William.
these don't look like... Okay, these are definitely not normal soldiers.
Can you feel it, General? You are the old and weak. And this is your day of doom.
Watch out!
You okay? I'm fine. Fuck me. You got your shit, bitch.
Look here, Frank. Still shooting your shit to TV.
Wunderbar! Wunderbar! We'll be right back with more from General Engel and Decapper after this.
Can I stay here? I just can't be a part of what must be done.
It's okay, Sig. You've earned your keep. Now for the rest of y'all. Y'all ready to start a revolution?
Let's do this.
Camera 3, shot left for your wide shot.
Start on 30.
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
Feeling it, General? Doom is coming.
Best player's money provided. Please leave your tip on the way out. Okay, welcome back. We're here with a true hero. One of the biggest names we've ever had on this show. The scourge of terrorists everywhere. General Engel! All right. General, I'm going to say what's on everybody's mind. Take us through the moment you executed Terror Billy. What was that like for you? It must have been so emotional.
Well, Jimmy, I remember as I was swinging my saber, I thought to
I love how there's no live audience because no one would want to
we're safe now.
actually be here.
Terror Billy was a terrible threat to everyone's safety. A demon, disguised as a man. But I have proven that even a demon
This needs to happen up close. For you, Caroline.
Yes. Yes.
People of America, I promise you this. If there are demons amongst you, we will hunt them down. Just like William Joseph Blaskovich, they will die and burn until they are no longer a threat to the safety of decent folk.
You hear that? Did you hear that? Yes. All right. Wow. Powerful words, General. Powerful words.
You all saw the pictures. There was a lot of blood. Things got messy. But through it all I could think was how this man took my beloved daughter Sigrun from me. I'm sorry.
Oh, General, I think I speak for all of America when I say that Sigrun must be so proud of you wherever she is tonight.
She was always a little on the heavy side, you know, and very vulnerable to bad influences.
Oh, yeah.
We were even thinking to send her to the...
What the hell?
You're dead! I suffer dead from your daughters! I killed you!
Is that the best you got? Then your best won't do. You among wolves now. These are our words.
Jesus.
This stuff in your faces, full of bright words that you're sitting in front of your Nazi television boxes. Just laughing all the lies they've been feeding you. Laughing till you're choking. Well, it ends tonight.
Oh, yeah, it ends tonight. My brothers and sisters of the United States of America, tonight, we, the free people of the resistance, ask you to become one of us.
There's a lying. There's a lying. There's a threatening, there's a torturing, there's a killing. They beat you in submission.
They beat you.
They made your very thoughts to cry. But if tonight you gather, speak freely from your heart,
Yes.
I'll use one of us.
Right on. And if tonight we see you on the streets with a knife or a brick or just your clenched fist fighting the powers that be, then you are one of us.
And if tonight you look down upon your hands and they soaked in the blood of our oppressors than you. He's one of us.
If tonight you hold your babies in your arms and swear they'll grow up to be free people, then you are one of us.
Did you forget? They brought this war to our shores!
Yes, sister.
And then they beat us! They murdered us. They executed us. But guess what? Tonight, they also find out that they fucked with the wrong country. My brothers and sisters are the United States of America. When we stand together, ain't nothing and no one can take our country from us. Tonight, they burn. Tonight, you are one of us.
Hey, Taro. I just finished the game. Okay. I mean, I say I finished the game, but I still got a couple of things left to do. Mostly just side missions. What did you do?
I may have looked up the grid net, that specific grid net.
I knew it.
What the heck confuses me though?
Yeah.
That's his, if you want to use
I already know. I've gotten, like, before I started streaming it, I had a save file that was, like, near the end of the game. I probably do, yeah.
It involves air.
What about Ernie?
To the streets and show them that the free people in Scotland will never say no!
Alright. I don't actually know. I don't remember that bit.
The video I was watching, that was said. I'm just like, wait, what?
And weak at the same time. Will you marry me?
You're so condescending. Your goal is never ending. We don't want nothing, not a thing from you.
Alright, now that I finished The Wolf Among Us, starting next week, except for me, well no, Fridays might still happen, I don't know. But starting next week, it'll be the week of Robot Wars.
Oh.
Instead of just doing Super Robot Wars twice a week, we're gonna Tuesday and Thursday, we're gonna do it all week for 1 week. All 5 days. see. Huh? No, you're good. You're good. Shit happens, I know. Oh, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Take it anymore.
This YouTuber that saying in English cover one of Mega Man into Warrior Potion.
Oh.
Specifically, B-side.
Nice.
So many A-listers. Hear me. Henshin!
I don't know, man, but like they said they sent me some stuff on Twitter and I could not find shit, so.
Alright, Blazkowicz. While the guy's off kicking ass and revolutionizing, you and I are gonna type some loose ends by taking out any Uber commanders left on the board. Now get on the Enigma machine and the war map, and do your thing. I'll be your comm support. Come on, let's pave the way for our people on the ground.
Hello there. Hey, Blazkowicz. Please, mister, will you help me? We're bolted from Manhattan.
Good to
I left
see
behind
you.
a box of magnetic tapes of very sensitive data. Stupid fuck that I am. Locations of
Get
other
rid of the-
resistance
get rid
areas,
of the
list
why.
of names, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now it's encrypted, but I can tell from the chatter coming out of the Nazis' Manhattan bunker that they are close to cracking my ciphers. If you were to somehow fuck up their magnetic tape units, that bad data would be erased. The details are on the war map.
Well, how'd it go? Anyway, how did yesterday's stream go anyway?
It went well. Went really well. We did have to voice some of your characters.
It's fine. Honestly, I was expecting that.
Curtis, dearling, I heard about you, a writer of famous American books. Maybe you have a copy to lend?
Oh, Mon ami, a snippet of your time, perhaps. Did I tell you about mon cousin Dimitri? He was always sticking up. If someone threatened me on the playground, he would say, "Back off, I will crap in your mouth." He's half Russian, you know. En tout cas, now he is an undercover agent for us at the Oberkommando.
And to be honest with
He
you,
sent the
I
message
fully
that let
thought
us know
this was
that the
Saturday,
Oberkommando
and I was
has
so
been
confused on why you went
reestablished.
playing.
But now we've lost
Playing
contact
Hunter.
with him. So we must assume his mother
Nope,
is
it
blown
is
and the
Friday
Nazis are
today.
torturing him for information as we speak. I've seen your flying saucer in the
That
hangar.
really hit different.
Will you go back to Venus and save the life of mon cousin Dimitri? You
Well, like
could plan the
I woke
mission
up
when the
at
bomber-
7 something in the morning and I ended up falling asleep on the couch. And by the time I woke up, it was already 12, and I was like, oh, fuck. I don't know if I want to do a stream today.
How are you?
And then I thought, oh, wait, I'm almost
If that
done with
Nazi
this game.
general didn't want to catch you two
Fuck it.
she shouldn't have gone to squat with her spurs on.
So here I am. One thing I don't like about this game is how at the end, like,
Yeah, cute little kid again. Monkey.
none of the other characters are really around. You can't find, you can't find Anya, you can't find Fergus.
You okay?
Good to see you, Captain.
It's like they were just despawned out of the game, which sucks.
Hear me out, Blazkowicz.
What's that?
What's it? Oh.
I picked up some disturbing intel. Bear with me. The Nazis were prepping a train shipment containing ancient Sumerian clay tablets for delivery to Area 52, just before you nuked the place. I asked Set why the Nazis are interested in that shit. Now he told me the Sumerian civilization were an influence on early Da'Ushid symbolism. Basically, the Nazis were going to use those tablets to help decode the Da'Ushid artifacts they were researching. Now, since you nuked the Dot You Should safekeep, Saint ain't worried no more about that Sumerian shit. But I don't see it that way. I think we should do everything in our power to keep information out of the hands of our enemy. So here's my ask. Will you go to the underground train network and destroy these Sumerian tablets before the Nazis ship them off to another military research facility? I put together a brief for you on the war map.
You good, Captain? Hey, man.
Hey, Terrabelle. That speech on the TV brought tears to my eyes. Beautiful.
Alright. Let's use the Enigma machine!
You have another cracker at the shooting range.
Alright.
Daryl fucking Billy.
Hello, Mr. Billy.
You collect the comics?
I did. I met the creator of the Incredible Tank Man once. He signed my first issue.
The Incredible what?
Tank Man. Oh shit, you haven't read Tank Man?
Afraid not, honey.
During the war, Amazing Comics launched this great new Nazi fighting superhero. They called him the Incredible Tank Man. It was a normal GI became fused with a tank in a freak accident. His power was that he had these huge cannons instead of arms, and so he could kick Nazi ass like nobody's business.
Mm-hmm. That sounds...
Totally amazing, right?
Yeah. Well...
Yeah.
Goofy. Everyone should have a heart.
That's true, man. What's yours?
Collecting seashells.
All right.
What? Something made for the game.
What?
Was that a real comic or something made for the game?
I think it's just something they made up for the game.
Listen, Blazkowicz. Uber Commander Otto Ackerman is located somewhere inside the wall. Security's tightened up since last time. Maybe try and find an alternate route inside. Grace out.
Fucking gator! Again! Really starting to hate this level.
Most likely it was made for the game because I can't find anything.
Yeah, I really doubt there was a comic called The Amazing Tank Man. I feel like they were just...
Oh, the Amazing Tank Man. I thought it was incredible.
I mean, either or. I don't think it's a real comic.
There's something called a Tank Man.
What?
So apparently Twitch has done something.
What did they do?
Twitch has inserted a requirement in section 2.1 of the NSA requirement. Affiliate or partner in consistent amount of live content, for example, quality live content, directly interact with and with viewers of your Twitch channel and respond to the live viewers of your Twitch chat channel via Twitch chat. This is first has the business side and then content interaction quality or engagement time in direct affiliate or partner agreements. And it's not even well defined. It's basically, I feel like if people don't start talking to you via Twitch chat, something bad about to happen.
Oh God. I hope not. People barely talk to me through Twitch chat anyway.
Let's see. Remove inactive or frequent affiliates or partners from the monetized streamer program. In addition, Twitch has had this discretion to remove affiliates or partners if they make their content appeal to
Hold on. Are you telling me that if there's not enough viewer engagement, or if Twitch deems that my content it just like isn't right for them, or like I'm not doing enough, they can just take away my affiliate status?
Apparently so. This was tweeted, well, retweeted by. Do you know who Unreal Dreamer is?
No.
Well, I assume so, cause gotcha. But he's he's in, well, Twitch's words. In Twitch's words, not mine. He is a constant, big time streamer. And I believe so is the person who actually sent this. Hold on. YouTuber. You okay, Bear?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. In fact, I thank you for bringing it to my attention, because if, like, I suddenly lost my affiliate status and had no idea why, I'd be freaking out.
Wait, you already lost it?
No, I'm saying if it happened,
Oh.
I would be freaking out because I wouldn't know what was happening. But because you told me, now I know what's happening.
To anyone listening, and to anyone currently listening, and who will listen to this Twitch stream or any other Twitch stream, please start talking, because you don't want Bear to lose affiliate, do you?
To all the people who come on here and then just disappear, say something, please. Anything. As long as it's not offensive, but anything.
True.
I don't have a job. It is extremely difficult for me to get a job due to reasons that I won't go into right now. But I mean, when I first started this, I had hoped of becoming big and popular and making a lot of money. Of course, like early on, I learned that like that's not going to happen overnight, and that this is more of a hobby than a job. But what little money I do make with being an affiliate, like, I don't make a whole lot, but it helps. But I rarely get anything these days, because like no one's subscribing, no one's throwing bits my way, no one has, one person has donated and the donation fell through. And I usually don't bring this up because I don't want to sound like a jerk, but please interact. Talk, subscribe, donate, anything. I don't want to lose this channel. Well, I wouldn't lose the channel, I'd just lose affiliation, but still, that'd be just as bad. I worked really hard to get affiliation. and to have it just taken away from me because people aren't, because no one's interacting with me. Like I'm trying my best here, people. I'm trying to be entertaining. I'm trying to be funny, but like I'm trying. And half the time I get maybe one or two real people. They stick around for a month and then they vanish. And then I get a bunch of bots or people trying to sell me shit. I used to have, I say used to, but I have friends that used to support me a lot, but once I hit affiliate, like they stopped showing up. And like I know part of it's probably because hey, I'm streaming in the afternoon when they're usually like getting off work or something cuz everyone else has a life, you know?
Want me to send you this tweet I found? So
Yeah, send me the
you
tweet, and also if you could do me a huge favor and clip this little speech of mine.
right? See if I can get it. One load in.
Like I try to be a good streamer. I try to be entertaining. I try to play games that people have never really heard of before. I try to do cool stuff. But it doesn't work if no one shows up. You know? It doesn't matter if no one shows up. And I love doing this. I love streaming. I love playing video games. I've met a lot of cool people. Um, I've been able to interact with a lot of like other streamers because like they're streaming when I'm sleeping, or like they have meetups and I don't have the money to fly out to where they are and hang out and have fun. I'm stuck here. I I don't have sponsors. I'm not big enough to have sponsors. I don't want to lose this. Bear needs your help.
I
If you,
hope this is just some sort of cruel joke.
it's same. But if it's not, like I need your help, people. I just whether it's just talking to me, using the soundboard or the sound alerts, just talk to me, please. Don't
I
try and sell
tried.
your shit. Don't say anything offensive. Just talk to me. Say hello. Ask about the game. And if you like what you see, like give me a follow. And if like you really like what I do and want me to keep doing it, like, subscribe or donate anything. It all goes to the stream. Like, not to be a Debbie Downer, but like, like if I see there's like more than like 2 people watching, like, I'm gonna ask you, like, say something. And if you don't, then like, if you don't and you just leave, like, I I don't know.
I try to get the most I can out of that little speech.
All right.
Where
Thank
do you
you.
want me to send it?
Send it to the Discord.
In streaming?
No, in general.
And let me see if I can get this tweet now. Sorry for being a nerd.
You never
It's
cease to
okay, man.
impress,
Like,
Blazkowicz.
I needed to hear
Pack it
this.
up and come on home. Grace out.
And I'll send this straight to your DMs, the Twitter link, I mean. So you can give it a read.
Hold on a sec. Hello? I'm okay with that. Okay. I need to, when you get home, we need to talk. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
That was my mom. She was asking me if I wanted Little Caesars pizza for dinner.
Honestly, after this news, I think you deserve it.
And I also told her about what you told me, so...
What did she say?
What do we do? I told her I don't know.
Let's just focus on killing these glitches. Maybe that'll get your mind off things for a bit.
Maybe.
Oh. Oh, Fox.
What?
It's already in effect.
Okay,
I have to sign the contract now. That's what Webb is telling me.
Alright, well, I'm gonna end the stream here. I got some stuff I need to look into. Thank you all for watching.
Sorry to bring you down the mood.
It was information I needed to know, so it's okay, man. This has been Wolfenstein. I probably won't do the rest of the Uber Commander missions because you don't really get anything from them outside of like collecting all of Max's toys. But I will see you tomorrow with Sly Cooper. Latios won't be there, unfortunately, so it'll just be me and Burb and possibly Taro.
Before you go, Bear, to bring your spirits back up, did you hear about the new Persona remake?
Remake?
Yeah, Persona 3 is getting a remake.
Persona 3 is getting a remake.
Hell yeah!
I was hoping Persona 1 would get a remake first, but I mean, hey.
The animation looks sick, though. Want me to send you the trailer?
Yes. Alright, well, while he's doing that, I'm gonna get off, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Alright?
Bye! Also, remember what we said if you're listening.
If anyone's listening, please interact.